What is going on, traders, crypto enthusiasts, and investors? How the heck are we today? Oh my goodness. How exciting has the past couple days been? You know what? We had the crazy Luna FUD. We had the outstanding Biden administration coming out talking at the podium today about inflation and how they can quote unquote help with the inflation. And we just have Bitcoin just holding. You know what? We're going to jump into the TA. We're going to look and see what is going on out here. But please help a brother out. Trying to get 1,000 subscriptions. So hit the subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like. And without further ado, let's go ahead and start jumping into some of the TA. How you doing, James? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Anyways, let's jump on into the TA. Looking at Bitcoin first. So we can see Bitcoin here on the 4 hour. Bitcoin on the 4 hour looks quite interesting. So it looks like traders don't know what to do. After today's riveting speech out of Biden, where he decided the entire time to blame Russia. He decided to say corporations are to blame for the rising costs of items here in the US, and he decided to pass the blame around and talk about how he was going to release some more oil, and so he did nothing, absolutely nothing. He wants to try and tax the billionaires. Who cares? Anyways, if I were to pull up the stats on how much the billionaires actually pay in taxes per year compared to the rest of the public, you'd be sickened. Absolutely sickened. But you can see right now, Bitcoin is trying to hold this tiny trend line to the upside. Tiny little trend line to the upside. Trying not to fall any further. You can see we are staying right above support, which is phenomenal. But tomorrow morning, that is, I believe, where more volatility is to come. Way more volatility to come. So the reason why we did have this Bitcoin drop after the rally, the reason why I went into this death spiral initially is because of the Luna FUD. So Luna, they have a stable algorithmic coin that it's backed by Luna, it's backed by Bitcoin, it's also backed by AVAX, I believe. And what ended up happening is there were some whales out there that found an exploit, so they decided to try and dump UST. Noticed it got off peg, and then that freaked out a lot of investors. Biggest problem there, in order to bring it back to peg, Luna had to start shoveling around, jumping into their storages, their war chest essentially of Bitcoin, just to sell it off. Now the problem they're having is they still can't get back to peg, and they're basically running around negotiating with tons of large companies, trying to get a few $1 billion, anywhere between 1.6 and 5 billion, just to get back to peg. And the worse Luna does, I think it's going to be a much harder sell. So we will be looking at their TA as well. But for Bitcoin, it's kind of doing nothing. It's just going sideways, lying in wait, wondering like, hey, are we about to get dumped on more? Is there the volatility out here is absolutely insane. So trading right now, terrible idea. Absolute terrible idea. Don't even think about it. Just sit in USDT, chill. Don't even worry about it. Because you know what? If you're sitting in USDT, you're good. You can wait until the CPI numbers come out tomorrow. If we are sitting at an 8.1 or lower, you're going to see a good reaction out of the markets. You should expect to see higher prices. Now, on the flip side, if the CPI numbers come out and they're low, or higher, if they're at even at 8.2, we're going to see the market sell off even further just to account for that. So be careful on these trades and make sure you're paying attention to those CPI numbers. So Bitcoin does look like it is holding for now. We are in a wait and see situation. We really have no idea where it's going. If anybody says, "Ooh, I know where it's going," they're lying to you. They have no clue. We all don't know just yet. We have no idea. But you can see we are in this consolidation pattern, which basically means we can go up or down. This is usually indicative of lower prices. However, we are at a very low price where everyone's considering the bottom might be in. The only thing that I could say that could pose an issue to the bottom being in is on the weekly. The 200 moving average is right down here, $27, or $27,300. So that's something we do have to keep in mind if things are very bearish. If things come out terrible, I'm looking to find support right at this level, right on the 200 weekly. Otherwise, does not look good. We'd have to go to the monthly, and even on the monthly, we're looking at 25,900 for that 50 EMA. So we got some support sitting below us. Hopefully it holds, but if this doesn't hold very fast, you're back testing 20,000 very fast. There's nothing really holding you up there. So we're gonna hope for just not to happen. That's the goal in mind. All right, now for the memes, we're gonna go ahead and look at Luna. Luna. Oh boy. So Luna on the daily. My God. Devastation. That's all we can say. Devastation. This is terrible. This is absolutely ridiculous. So I don't know who would think of buying long. The only thing that Luna could possibly get any type of bullishness out of is if they're like, hey, we got UST back to peg. That's the only thing. Then we could see this price go back up a little bit, but we're not going to see a recovery out of Luna unless they say, not only did we get it back to peg, but here's how we fixed the problem so nobody can exploit it anymore. So their biggest problem is they had to do their selling manually, and it wasn't just automatic through the contract. Don't take shortcuts on your stable coins, guys. Just don't take shortcuts on your stable coins. Oh, it's so bad. Anyways, next price to see out of Lunaterra is $8.72. $8.72. I mean, just back here, April 5th, we were at $117, and now we're sitting at 11, about to hit $8. Wow. And as soon as we break through that, I mean, we're coming down here at $4. $4. A 100% retrace back to all-time lows right before your giant mega rally. Hopefully Luna figures it out. Not much TA to do there. It's just falling. If you believe in the project, I mean, it might be $4 soon. Pick up some cheap Luna. Might be $4. UST to USDT. You know, bad stablecoin to good stablecoin. Let's see how this looks. Oh, that's why we're falling still. So you can see we are still sitting at 81 cents. It's not $1. That is the reason why there's so much uncertainty in these markets. Mainly because people are wondering, oh, is Luna gonna have to sell off more Bitcoin? What are they gonna have to do in order to get back up to peg? And yeah, it has a lot of fear out there. Also, there's been some FUD out there about Michael Saylor and whatnot. Michael Saylor cleared that one up. He's a G. He's like, yeah, Bitcoin needs to drop down to $3,500, and then I can get liquidated. And it's like, holy moly, that is low. So I'm not worried about Michael Saylor. I am worried about UST. And then a weird thing, I guess there's another algorithmic stablecoin that came out from Justin Sun. I don't trust it. It's terrible. Don't even think about it. So what we get to look forward to, CPI numbers tomorrow. If the CPI number is anywhere lower than 8.1%, then that means inflation peaked back in April. So that would be actually very positive for all markets. And we could see a mega return of capital back into the markets, which we need it right now. We're hurting. These hedge funds and everybody, they just sold off everything they possibly could. But Yeah, so that's what we're seeing out of the markets right now. UST, Luna, they're causing a lot of the downward sell pressure right now, and it is absolutely rough. So hopefully it ends soon. That would be nice. Bitcoin, I still have a target going to the upside, just because on the daily we have our 200 moving average up here, 36,326 at the moment. It's going to come down each day the longer we stay down here, but yeah, normally charts want to get closer to their moving averages. Therefore, I believe we should go up, but not to mention we're at great prices right now. It's nothing but areas of value down here, and just no real reason outside of all the FUD why we're dropping. Anyways, that's all I got for you tonight. Hopefully you guys aren't making the mistake of making a ton of trades right now. That would be awful. But yeah, just weather through. If I find any great trading setups, I will mention it. But as Bitcoin is indecisive, very bad time to try and trade altcoins. If you're trading Bitcoin, you're kind of betting on it to go up today. Today, you're looking at it to go up. Tomorrow might be a completely different story. I mean, we could also just see it start bouncing around in here, just liquidating people left and right. So, be careful. Keep the stop losses tight. Hopefully, this video calmed your nerves a little bit now that you know what's going on in the markets. Other than that, I will be back tomorrow. I will discuss the things that I hear from the CPI numbers and all the news that's coming out, and US might want to try and start regulating stable coins and whatnot. I will keep you all posted on everything that I find. So if you guys could do me this massive favor, hit the like, hit the bell, hit the subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it. Other than that, have a wonderful evening. Look forward to hump day. We're getting over the hump, guys. Getting over the hump. Take it easy.